Hello everybody and welcome back to Traversing Food, where today we're going to be checking out this French RCIR 24-hour combat ration. It's been a while since I've done a French ration. I think it's been about 4 months. But anyway, this is menu 13. I believe it's beef and carrots. It was packed September 18th, 2018 and has a best by date of April 6, 2022. And some of the nutritional information on here. A little blurry, but it looks like we got 3,600 kcals, 20% fat, 64% carbohydrates, and 16% protein, and weighs in at 1.75 kilograms. I believe that's right about 4 pounds. But anyway, yeah, this is one I've been wanting to try out. But I do want to try out is the other day I saw a Combat over at Combat Rations. That's kind of glaring. He posted, I don't know if it's 2 new menus or 1 menu with 2 new mains, but it was tuna and coconut milk with basmati rice and duck gizzard salad with red quinoa. Well, I know duck gizzard salad probably doesn't sound really good to a lot of people, but man, as long as they're cooked fresh, I can eat fried chicken gizzards and chicken livers all day long. So yeah, that sounds really good to me. And hopefully one day I'm going to find it. But for now, we're going to check this one out. Get this opened up. And as always, I forgot to mention it, I got this from the great people at Emery Mountain. There we go. This plastic can be a little tough. And this just has 2 little tabs. Tear that one off, lift up the flap, and there you go. Alright, let's set this aside and let's get it unloaded. I've done enough of these where hopefully I'll remember what everything is. Every now and then there's a new item in there for me. Like, I don't think I've had the Voyager brand chocolate muesli, but yeah, that's going to be really good. We got our drink pack. Got our pack of tissue paper. Our box of biscuits, which has salted biscuits, cereal biscuits, and chocolate biscuits. Get some of our snack bars here. Got our chocolate bar. I know this is dark chocolate, but I don't know the percentage. We have a peach and apricot energy bar. I don't know if that's the jelly bar or just an energy bar. I don't think I've had that one. We've got our nougat bar or fruit nougat bar. We've got our coffee flavored commando bar, kind of like an energy bar. Okay, we have, which one is this? This is raspberry. This one is the jelly bar. I love these, especially the raspberry. Alright, we have some plum jelly or jam. I don't know why the drinks are always weird. This one is, I think this is lemon lime. Yeah, hang on. Yeah, that's lemon lime as a tonic drink. And we have a cream of vegetable soup. I don't think I've had the cream of vegetable soup. That's going to be great. I'm sure it is. We have our caramel milky dessert. It's kind of like a flan. Okay, I'm not sure if this is translating properly, but I have definitely not had this before. This is translating as tuna and cheese pate. Tuna and cheese, okay, we'll find out later. And we have our 300 grams beef with carrots. And we have our carbonara pasta, which looks like it's got a pasta and a cream sauce. It might be pork. And I need to hurry this up a little bit because my light is flashing on the battery. That was it. Yeah, that's all for the main stuff in there. Let's get our drink pack open really quick. Okay, we've got our 2 instant coffees, our Ceylon black tea, mint tea, 2 packs of sugar, 2 packs of salt and pepper, and our hot chocolate drink. And we also have a foldable stove, which has a lot of other things in there too. You got your stove, your fuel tabs, got 6 of those, a trash bag with a drawstring, 6 water purification tablets, your box of matches. I love these. You got actual wooden toothpicks, this foldable little bitty spork, and this is just a little piece that you can bend, which I think it is, I ain't gonna worry about it, but it's basically so you can hook onto your main meals and take them on and off the stove real quick. But that's it. That's all that's in this ration. Now I get everything sorted out here and figure out what I want to have for breakfast. Naturally, it's going to be the muesli. But yeah, let me get my tray. I'll get everything ready. Okay, everybody, here we are for breakfast. Naturally, going to have our chocolate muesli, our peach apricot energy bar, the nougat bar. We have some cereal biscuits with some plum jam, Ceylon tea, and our hot chocolate and the coffee. Everybody knows I always mix my coffee and my hot chocolate. And we'll get these ready really quick. And our tea. Alright. And let's check out this muesli. And you know, I like the fact that it's got fill lines on here. It calls for 100 mils of water, but it's not gusseted, so it won't stand up on its own. So I'm going to use a bowl. And that actually looks pretty good. And if anybody's wondering, yeah, going to use some pretty warm water or hot water. Let those chocolate chips melt. Alright, let's check out this peach apricot energy bar. Looks nice. And you know, that actually tastes pretty good. It's not very sweet, but it has a really nice peach apricot flavor to it. It seems to be about as dense as the Commando bars, but yeah, it seems like it actually has a little bit of like little Rice Krispies in there too. And check out our nougat bar. Nougat bars are usually hit and miss. Oh, come on. There we go. Kinda. Because when they get old, they get pretty funky. Yeah, it kind of smells like, well, paint. Or kind of like lacquer. But if you do like nougat bars, you know, they do taste pretty good. You can see all the dried fruit in there. And it's got some nuts in there too. They are good. Nice and sweet. Really good flavor. But they do taste better than they smell, that's for sure. And we'll check out our cereal biscuits. These seem like they're baked a little bit darker than they normally are. Nice and crispy, that's for sure. And I will say, those are done exceptionally well. You know, they're not burnt, but they're baked long enough to where the sugars on the edges are starting to caramelize. And it has a really nice flavor. I don't know who may have overbaked them a little, but hey, thanks. And we'll check out our plum jelly. And it's okay. It has a decent plum flavor to it, but it's a little bit weak. Kind of like the jellies in the US rations. I wish I had more of a fruit flavor. But they go really well with the cereal biscuits. That's quite enjoyable. And it's been about 5 minutes on the tea. And if anybody's wondering, yeah, I do drink a lot of tea. But I do think I drink a lot more coffee than tea, though. But I do like my tea. I do like this one, too. Yeah, it tastes pretty good. Just a decent Ceylon black tea. Always enjoyable. And we'll check out our chocolate muesli. Most of the chocolate chips have melted. And this looks really good. Got lots of chocolate in here, that's for sure. And yeah, that tastes really good. Pretty sweet for a muesli. I'm used to them not being this sweet. Definitely heavy on the chocolate flavor. But one thing I really do wish this had was some pumpkin seeds or sunflower seeds to give it a little more texture. Because the only texture in there basically is the cereal flakes. That tastes really good though. Hot chocolate coffee drink a try. Everybody knows me. You know I love this stuff. And yeah, that tastes really good. Nice dark chocolate flavor. A little bit of a coffee background taste. Always go well together. And even though I didn't think about it till now, maybe next time, if I get like a chocolate muesli, I'll make up my hot chocolate and coffee drink together and dump 100 mils of that in here instead of just water. Just to see what that tastes like. But anyway, that's going to do it for breakfast. Can't wait till lunch and dinner. I'm dying to try those mains. I have not had them before. But until then, I'll see you at lunch. Okay, everybody, here we are for lunch. We have our 300 grams of pasta carbonara, our cream of vegetable soup. I got some salted biscuits I'm going to break those up with my soup. Got our 60% chocolate bar, our coffee commando bar, and our lemon lime sports drink. I'm only going to probably make half of this. I'll save the other half for dinner. Salt and pepper, spork from Foreign Emery. But let me get this in some hot water real quick. And let's check out the soup. Let me open it over the bowl here in case it's usually kind of vacuum sealed, so you can see it's just can't really pack it down to the bottom of the bag. I thought it'd be a little more I don't know, chunky than that. Looks like it's just a powder. Smells like vegetables. But looking at the front of the pouch, looks like you got carrots, potatoes, cabbage, green beans, leeks, and I think that's going to be like a tomato base. But I'm sure it's going to be good. I do believe I have not had this before. But I'm going to get some water ready for our soup and our drink, and I'll be right back. Okay, everybody, we got our soup and drink ready. Main's heating up. Let's get our coffee commando bar. Had this many times. Sometimes it also comes with the red fruit commando bar. Yeah, I always thought those were pretty good. This one's nice and dense. Sometimes they're a little softer. Got a little Rice Krispies in there. A little bit sweet. Got a little bit of a coffee flavor. Not too much, but just enough, you know, it's coffee. Always enjoyable. And we'll get our salted biscuits out. And just like our cereal biscuits, looks like these edges are a little bit toasty. That's fine with me. Yeah, I've always enjoyed those. They're nice and crunchy. Has a decent amount of salt. Very good flavor. But let's check out our soup. Thickened up really nice. It's just a cream soup, or cream vegetable soup. Oh, there's a little bit of a lump there. Try to get all the lumps out. And you know, it has a really good flavor. I wish I had actual bits of vegetables in there, but it does taste good. It's hard to tell what vegetable you can taste the most. But to me, I think it'd be the potato. Probably because they use potato starch as a thickener too. But I'm gonna break some of my crackers in there. Come back to that later. Just put a whole bunch of them in there. Probably get a little thicker as it cools down some. And our drink. Yeah, I've never really cared for the sports drinks that come with these French rations. They seem a little bit weak. I know I only used half and I used only just, 250 mils of water. I think it'd be a lot better if you use less than 200. Flavor is okay, but like I said, use a lot less water than it calls for. Also, not very sweet. Personally, I wish it came with the Orifo drinks. Those are great. But let me get my main real quick. Try not to let this one get too hot. That looks interesting. It's like a nice cream sauce. See if I can get this off here without making too much of a mess. There we go. It actually looks pretty good. So you got a lot of pork in there. I think we've got some bacon, a lot of pasta. It smells nice. It doesn't smell, I guess you can say, very complicated. It seems like a real simple dish. Just you got your pork, I believe that's chunks of bacon, pasta, cream sauce, and that's pretty much it. But I want to see how well this pasta's cooked. Pasta is cooked very well. It's not overly soft, but it's not quite al dente. Kind of what I expected. It's very good though. But I will say the sauce has a very nice bacon smoky flavor to it. Try a piece of pork. Pork has a pretty good flavor to it. It's very dense. Almost dense to where it might seem dry. But it's good. Now it's a very nice tasting piece of bacon. But yeah, this definitely needs pepper though. It's got enough salt for me. Well, there's some big flakes of pepper. Get a little bit of everything together here. Yeah, it's very nice. The pepper helps out, but it is definitely not a complicated dish. Very simple. Tastes good though. With that little bit of bacon in there, it has a very nice heavy, I guess you can say, smoky flavor to it. I like this quite a bit. Yeah, it's definitely real good. Very good. Let's check out our soup. Yeah, it's gotten pretty thick now. See how well these pieces of biscuit. See how well they are now. Yeah, they've softened up quite a bit. I wouldn't leave them in there too long. They've only been in there maybe, I don't know, 5 minutes. But yeah, they've gotten pretty soft. I would say just crunch them in there as you're eating it. That way they won't get too soft. But let's check out our chocolate bar. It's 60%, which to me is just right. I love 60% chocolate. Nice snap to it. And yes, this is very nice. 60%, like I said, has a nice balance. It's a little bit sweet, a little bit bitter. But I think this one, I don't know if you can see them, looks like it's got little chocolate nibs in there. Gives a little bit more of a crunchy texture. Very good. I love those chocolate bars. But that's going to do it for lunch. Really enjoyed everything here. I wish they'd change out the drinks. So I think the drinks are kind of, well, boring. And even though the soup is really good, I do kind of wish it had chunks of vegetables in there. I know I've seen them that way before. I forget which one it is though. But yeah, like I said, that's going to do it for lunch. I'll see you at dinner. Okay, everybody, here we are to finish up with dinner. Naturally, got our beef with carrots, got our raspberry fruit bar, our cake with the caramel sauce, the very interesting tuna, I guess it's going to be a tuna pate with cheese, salted biscuits, our mint tea, and the rest of our isotonic drink. Salt and pepper if we need it. But as always, we're going to get our main in some hot water. I did notice that there's a little bit of an odd film on top of this. I know this took a little bit of a ding in shipping, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be okay. I can't find any leaks, but and we'll find out later. But yeah, let me get this in some hot water, and we'll get our drinks ready. Okay, drinks ready. Well, tea's almost done. Main's heating up. Let's check out our raspberry fruit bar. I like these. I guess it's more like a jelly bar than, I guess you can say a fruit bar. Got some sugar sprinkled on it. Always enjoyed these. Let's see if I can break it apart. And I have always enjoyed these, especially the raspberry. The sugar gives it a little bit of sweetness, but these are nice and tart. Very good. Okay, and our tea should be done. The mint tea, it doesn't take too long to steep. It doesn't need usually about 3 or 4 minutes, and it's plenty of time. But yeah, definitely want to check out this tuna and cheese. It just sounds so weird. And it even looks weird. Interesting smell. You can easily see a lot of herbs in there. Easily smells like tuna. I don't know about cheese, but let's give that a taste. Well, it definitely easily tastes like tuna fish. You taste the herbs, a little bit of onion, but you really don't taste too much too much cheese. It does have a little bit of a tang to it, but not that much of a cheesy flavor. It's actually pretty good. Yeah, just like lunch. Very good salted biscuits. No, it's going to go great with this. Yeah, it just tastes like a type of, like a tuna, or a tuna spread. I know Nathan would love it. Yeah. But yeah, that's actually pretty good. I actually wish I could taste a little bit more of the cheese. I use less water. It has a little more flavor to it, but still, I think the isotonic drinks with the French rations could be a lot better. Okay, let's get the main real quick. And here it is, nice and hot. It is really hot. Hopefully I can open it pretty easily. Get that fork out of the way, or a spork. There we go. Definitely a lot of nice sized carrots in there. Looks like I've got some potatoes. Ow. Let's get this out onto my tray. It definitely smells good. You can easily, I would say, so you can smell the beef. Oops. Most of all. Carrots might be a little soft. I only had it in there about maybe 5 minutes, just enough to warm it up. Not like it was a rolling boil. But, yeah, let me get a big chunk of beef here and see how it is. That's like your standard beef that you would probably have for a roast. Check out some of the potatoes or carrots. Yeah, carrots are seem to be very soft. Yeah, carrots are a little bit mushy. Taste okay though. Let's see if I can get a chunk of potato here. Yeah, the potatoes seem like they came out a lot better. They're a little bit soft, but they're not mushy. But man, it's definitely needs some pepper. Can't really tell what the main seasoning is on this. I mean, I can taste a little bit of onion, but for like I don't know, herbs, it doesn't really seem to be any. I'm sure the pepper will help out a lot. Trying to get a little bit of everything here. Yeah, pepper helps out a lot. Everything seems to go well together. It kind of seems like just your, I don't know, like a basic stew. But it actually tastes pretty good. Also, another thing I like about it, it's not very salty. Seasoned well, just need a little bit extra pepper. But I always do like pepper. I'm gonna get a sip of our mint tea. Yeah, it's a really good mint tea. Very nice, not bitter. Doesn't need any sugar or creamer. I've always enjoyed it. But it's been so long, I cannot remember if I used to put this in some hot water so it comes out in one nice piece or not. Ow. It's happens when you ain't got no fingernails. Yeah, I think I just ate it straight out of the can because it looks like you got a lot of your caramel sauce on top, which I wonder what it tastes like as it is. Let's see what it tastes like by itself. It actually don't taste too bad. A little bit sweet. Doesn't seem to have too much of a caramel flavor. I know it says cake, but let me flip this over. But it's actually kind of more like a really dense pudding. Nice and sweet. You can taste the vanilla. Seems like it has a little bit of cinnamon flavor to it. Also seems like it has a little bit of an allspice flavor. Very good. But anyway, that's going to do for dinner. I will definitely be finishing everything here. Even the tuna pate with cheese. Doesn't really have much of a cheese flavor, but it's still good. But as for the ration, overall, I think it's really good. Definitely need to check it out. As I mentioned before, the only thing I really wish they do is maybe change out to a different supplier of the isotonic drink. These are just really bland. I'd rather just drink the teas and the coffee. But I hope you enjoyed the review of this French RCIR Menu 13 24-hour ration. I enjoyed it. Like I said, hope you did too. And if you did, hit that like button, share with your friends, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.